What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sensei Glove back with my review of One Piece manga chapter 935, Queen. And this was a okay chapter. It wasn't nothing too crazy. We really didn't get a lot of information, a lot of stuff to kind of dive into. So that's kind of what makes it okay to me. But we did get, an introduction or a deeper introduction into who is one of my favorite characters. Fucking Queen. So we can dive right into it. The chapter mainly focuses on Luffy inside the prison. So we start out there. We find out sneaky ass Nin Raizo is he's stolen the key to the handcuffs, trying to break Luffy out. He getting sneaky as hell. So we start to see a lot of, and this is kind of reoccurring throughout Luffy being inside the jail and all of those scenes. Introduced to a lot of these headliners. I'm not caring too much about the headliners because, obviously it's the same thing with like how it was at Whole Cake Island. You're going to introduce us to all of these people. This is a Yonko. The Yonko is going to have a big ass fucking crew. Other words, they're not going to be Yonko level, you know what I mean? Or Yonko, noteworthy or anything like that. So yeah, you got to introduce us to all these people. I don't think they're really going to be that important, at least not now. They might, end up being allies later, but even then, I don't really give a shit what their names are and what they can do because they're all really Smile users. So at this point, they're all just gag characters to me. I did think it was funny when the one gifter with the crab ability was saying, he's fucking lucky that I can only move sideways. Yo, that shit had me weak. Like, damn. Funny as hell. But yeah, so Raizo stole the key, so he's trying to get to Luffy. Luffy ends up drop kicking the other headliner in the face. So everybody's surprised, like, oh shit, he should be weakened. I love how Oda confirmed that Luffy is fucking training. He getting them gains, he getting buff as shit. While he has a Sea Prism Stone on, basically said like, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit stronger. Obviously, I don't think he's going to be, I can 1v1 Kaido now stronger, but I do feel like everybody in this jail is pretty much fodder character. I feel like everybody in the jail was fodder characters before he came, like before he was doing this whole training thing. So I love it. Good shit, Oda, to write another power up for our boy Luffy. From there, we actually go to Queen's reveal. We get a reveal of Queen's bounty, which is 1.32 billion berries. So bigger than Katakuri's. That doesn't really mean too much. Obviously, we know how the bounty system works in One Piece. Yeah, it's kind of a lot about notoriety, but it really doesn't hold any weight when it's talking about who's stronger than who. Something more noteworthy is how fucking funny, like Queen is my nigga, bro. First of all, we get introduced to Queen. He's looking at a picture of Komurasaki because that's clearly bae, right? Fucking Hiyori is clearly bae to him. Then right after swooning over bae, he tells his guys like, yo, we finna hit the strip club. We hitting the red light district later. Like, yo, what? Then he busts out a quick 8 bars, bro. He gets the rapping and dancing and shit. Hitting that shit on niggas like, yo, Queen is the GOAT, bro. I fucking loved it. I'm like, yo, hey, this is my nigga. This is my nigga. So I'm fucking with Queen. His design is cool. So I love that he's officially not in Otama anymore. So like, I'm cool with that. Niggas can dead that shit. He's not in Otama. I'm still cool with him fighting Sanji if he gotta fight Sanji. If it's like I'm fighting for the love of Nami or some goofy shit like that, I am super for that, bro. Give me the raps. Give me all of that shit. I'm down for Oda introducing us to goofy ass characters that are OP. From there, we jump back to Ibizu Town with Law and Frankie and Sanji, who is missing. And they're mainly kind of talking about, where's Zoro? So here's Zoro again. He disappeared. So apparently someone stole his swords. And what's crazy, I was talking with a couple of my friends about the chapter, and I'm like, yo, I feel like Zoro loses or somebody steals his sword in every big chapter, like every big arc. Like, is that a long running thing? Like, what the fuck is that? Is that something you trying to allude to me, Oda? I don't know, but come on, man. Why is Oda teasing us with this Sanji Zoro meetup? Why? It's a big ass tease. I pray that it ends up being something real and not just a gag. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be something real because at this point you're actively not trying to let them meet. You sent them to the place we know he is, and then when they get there, he isn't there. Get the fuck out of here. You know, most people are like, okay, well, who stole his swords? I don't give a shit, man. It can be Denjiro. It can be whoever the fuck. I don't give a shit who stole his swords. I just want him to meet Sanji at this point. Sanji ain't even there. And I'm assuming Sanji went to the baths, but we don't really know. They cut to the baths. Speaking of the baths, they cut to the baths where we see Nami and Robin and Shinobu in the baths, but it's like a co-ed bath. I didn't care too much about the bathhouse scene. It wasn't really nothing too crazy about it to me, or too interesting to me. It was supposed to be kind of more of a gag, kind of some funny, like a funny little joke there. But obviously, we know in 2019, you can't really get away with that. But I personally don't really give a shit. I did care about the conversation that they were having with Shinobu about, old man Hyo, who clearly has some fucking clout. Like, this nigga had clout. So we learned, he used to fucking run the underworld of the Flower Capital. He was cool. He had clout with all 5 of the villages and all that stuff. So that leads me to believe, okay, now that Luffy's befriending old man Hyo in the jail, that means once they get out, now he gotta tell all his homies, yeah, we fucking with Luffy. Now Luffy has the army to go up against Kaido's army and the Shogun's army. So there we go there. Fuck with you, Oda, for that. But then also, like, his design was kind of weird. So a lot of people were talking about, like, the fire on his face and his head and shit. Like, oh shit, he probably has a fire devil fruit. I've been seeing people say, like, he has a fire devil fruit, and his fire devil fruit is probably going to, be awakened or something. He's going to train Luffy to awaken his devil fruit. I don't believe that at all. Just because I don't want... What? I don't really want Oda to write another fire devil fruit. First of all, we have someone with a fire ability in every single form of a devil fruit. We have Ace and Sabo as a Logia. We have Oven as a Paramecia. And we have Marco and King as a fucking Zone. So, and not to mention that random ass fucking dude from Whole Cake with the little sleeve shits that was fighting the Germa 66. Who had fire powers? Like, what the fuck was that? I don't, like, Oda, you don't have to write another fire devil fruit user, or at least not a fire generating devil fruit user. I'm cool with if the fire shit is like a gag, or it's like, I'm saying, I'm fired up, or, I set my hair on fire when I'm finna fight, or some goofy shit like that. I'm cool with that, Oda, but don't write him to be a devil fruit user. Like, everybody don't have to be a devil fruit user. I personally care more about people that aren't devil fruit users and are OP than I do devil fruit users that are OP. But that's just me. But I did fuck with that. So we also get the confirmation that Shinobu was a part of the Oniwaban, which is why they recognized her. So that was a little interesting nod. I don't know if they're going to do, because they did mention that the person that was also with Hyo, old man Hyo, the leader of the Oniwaban, was with old man Hyo when they were serving under Oden in the Kosuke clan. But I don't know if they're going to do like they're setting up like a fight between them or a meetup or something like that. It could be interesting later, but we don't really know. But from there, we go back to the jail with Luffy. So Queen's, kind of deciding what he wants to do to them. Oda let us know in a chapter, if you fuck with a jailer, it's off with your head. You got to get executed. So they're trying to do like a public execution. Along the same time, they're trying to recruit him. Obviously, Luffy not going because he's like, boy, I ain't going for none of that bullshit. So we see that Raizo trying to figure out, what is he going to do. End of the chapter, we get the reveal that Kawamatsu is the person that's in the jail that they're feeding fish bones to, or fish to, that he keeps spitting out the bones. So that was actually pretty lit. I fucked with it. Raizo stuck with he's stuck with a decision here. He can either save Kawamatsu and then hope to save Luffy, or try to save Luffy and hope to save Kawamatsu. But realistically, what I think is gonna happen, I think Big Mom's finna bust shit up, break through the jail, make a big ass riot, and create the opportunity for Raizo to do what he gotta do. Either he gonna grab Luffy first and bust out Kawamatsu, or he can bust out Kawamatsu now. I don't know if the key works for both that cell that he's in and his cuffs, or if it's just for cuffs. So we don't really know. But I definitely think Big Mom's gonna play a role in how all of them get out, for sure. 1000%. A lot of people are talking about, oh, Big Mom's nurse, she's not going to be strong anymore. Fuck out of here. She's still an iron balloon. She's still finna wreck shit, memory or not. But yeah, that was pretty much the chapter. Let me know what you guys thought of my review. Let me know what you guys thought of the chapter. Where the fuck do you think Zoro went? Who do you think stole his swords? Do you think it was Denjiro, the other samurai? I think it was somebody who, probably saw that Susui and was like, nah, fam, I need that back, B. What you doing with that? You ain't around. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that that was probably one of the people that stole it. But I don't know. Maybe it's Hitetsu. You never really know. He does have some famous swords. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Sensei the Glove out.